Some of the most profitable crops are not the ones most people expect. While many growers focus on common field crops, others are making strong income from specialty plants that sell for surprisingly high prices and can be grown on a much smaller scale. In this video, we are looking at 14 plants that stand out for their value, demand, and profit potential. If you are interested in farming, homesteading, or making more from a small piece of land, this list may give you a fresh way to think about what to grow. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on profitable crops and smart small-scale farming. Let's get started. First up is ashwagandha, one of the biggest stars in the wellness space. If you pay any attention to supplements, you have probably heard of it. Dried ashwagandha root can bring in anywhere from $25 to $60 per pound, and interest in it keeps growing. Since so much of the supply still comes from India, farmers who can produce strong domestic crops may have a real edge. People know ashwagandha for its connection to stress support, sleep, energy, focus, and overall wellness. It began in Ayurvedic tradition, but now it has become a mainstream product for modern consumers. Supplement brands, health food stores, and wellness businesses selling directly to customers are all looking for dependable sources. Imported material is not always consistent, shipping adds cost, and many buyers like the idea of locally grown herbs. That gives growers an opening. Ashwagandha offers access to a fast-moving wellness market with demand that is already there. Next is gotu kola, a high-value crop tied to both brain health and skincare. Dried gotu kola, or Centella asiatica, typically sells for $30 to $60 per pound, and it serves more than one profitable market. That is a big reason it stands out. Some buyers want it for focus and mental clarity. Others are interested in aging support or cognitive wellness. At the same time, skincare companies value it for its healing reputation and anti-aging use. So with one crop, a grower can tap into two very different customer groups. It does especially well in warm, humid conditions. And because it is a perennial, it can often be harvested multiple times in a single season. Most growers in the West still overlook it, which means competition is relatively light. That mix of repeat harvests, premium pricing, and low awareness makes gotu kola a very appealing option for small producers. Plant number 3 is Sichuan pepper, a spice that moves into truly premium pricing. This one can sell for $40 to $80 per pound, which puts it in a very different category from ordinary herbs and spices. Its signature numbing, tingling taste is a key part of traditional Sichuan cooking, and it is not something that is easy to swap out. As Chinese cuisine becomes more popular across the United States, demand keeps expanding among restaurants, spice companies, and even curious home cooks who want authentic flavor. The real issue is supply. Strong domestic production is still limited, and that is exactly where the opportunity is. The plant can handle temperate climates, and with proper harvesting and processing, growers can step into a market that still is not crowded. If you want something unusual, distinctive, and potentially very profitable, Sichuan pepper is hard to ignore. Have you ever tasted it before? Let me know in the comments. And if you are getting value from this video, hit the like button so more people can find it. Plant number 4 is tulsi, better known to many people as holy basil. Tulsi is one of the standout herbs in the expanding Ayurvedic wellness category. Dried tulsi usually sells for about $20 to $45 per pound, and it is used in teas, herbal products, and wellness blends. Many consumers see it as a soothing, balancing plant. Herbal practitioners rely on it. Tea brands want it. Health-conscious buyers already recognize the name. That wide appeal makes it commercially attractive. In warm regions or greenhouse systems, tulsi can often be cut multiple times during the season. It carries a strong sense of tradition, but it also fits neatly into today's health market. You are not just growing another herb here. You are growing something with heritage, identity, and real buyer demand. Plant number 5 is Moringa, a fast-growing tree with serious income potential. There is a reason people call it the miracle tree. Dried Moringa leaves commonly sell for $20 to $40 per pound in health-focused markets, and demand remains strong. The appeal is simple. Moringa is known for being nutrient-dense, and its leaves are used in teas, powders, capsules, and a wide range of wellness products. Supplement companies like it because customers already associate moringa with nutrition and health. It also grows quickly and can become very productive once established. After that, it can continue putting out leaves with relatively little input, which means the same planting can keep generating harvests over time. Because much of the moringa on the market is still imported, local growers may be able to compete on freshness and quality. For the right farmer, moringa is not just another crop. It can become a long-term source of revenue. Plant number 6 is Stevia, a crop riding the shift away from sugar. As more people try to cut back on sugar and avoid artificial sweeteners, Stevia keeps gaining attention. In specialty and direct-use markets, dried stevia leaves can sell for $20 to $40 per pound. It attracts diabetics, dieters, and health-minded consumers because it offers sweetness without calories. The large industrial stevia market is competitive, of course, but smaller growers can still find space in fresh leaves, dried leaf products, tea use, and local specialty sales. In warmer climates, it behaves like a tender perennial, while colder areas often grow it as an annual. The leaves are not especially difficult to harvest or dry, and the bigger lifestyle trend behind it keeps moving in the right direction. When a plant aligns with a major change in how people eat, that matters. And stevia clearly fits that pattern. Plant number 7 is purslane, a plant many people treat like a weed without realizing its value. This is one of the most surprising crops on the list. Purslane can sell for $15 to $30 per pound, even though plenty of gardeners yank it out and toss it aside. Chefs and health-conscious buyers appreciate its crisp texture, lemony bite, and omega-3 content. Demand has been growing among farm-to-table restaurants, Mediterranean diet followers, and shoppers looking for greens with more nutritional value. One of the most interesting things about purslane is how easily it grows in many places. What looks like a nuisance to one person can look like a specialty crop to someone else. Have you ever watched a video like this and suddenly realized you may have been ripping income out of your garden for years? That is the case with purslane. It is proof that profitable plants do not always look impressive at first glance. Plant number 8 is yaupon holly, the only native North American plant that naturally contains caffeine. That alone makes it fascinating. Dried yaupon holly leaves can bring in around $30 to $70 per pound, and it occupies a niche that very few other plants can fill. It brews into a smooth tea with its own distinct flavor, and interest in local sourcing, sustainability, and regional food traditions has helped raise its profile. People looking for something different from coffee or imported tea are starting to pay attention. Commercial yaupon production is still fairly early compared with larger beverage crops, which gives new growers a chance to enter before the space gets crowded. It is a perennial, low-maintenance plant that can be harvested again and again. Between its story, its rarity, and its premium feel, yaupon has a lot going for it in a market full of people searching for alternatives to the usual drinks. Plant number 9 is lemon balm, a simple herb with strong demand. Dried lemon balm, known botanically as Melissa officinalis, often sells for $20 to $40 per pound. It shows up in teas, tinctures, sleep formulas, and products aimed at stress support. Its popularity makes sense. Two of the biggest issues people talk about today are anxiety and poor sleep, and lemon balm connects directly to both. Herbalists have used it for generations, and modern wellness shoppers are drawn to it for many of the same reasons. It is easy to grow, spreads readily, and can often be harvested several times during the season. That makes it convenient for the grower and appealing to the buyer at the same time. Any crop that is straightforward to produce and easy to market deserves attention. In the right niche, lemon balm can do very well, even though it seems almost too simple. Plant number 10 is calendula, the bright flower with real value in natural products. Calendula petals can sell for $20 to $50 per pound, and they are especially popular in natural skincare. Because they are associated with soothing properties, they are often used in salves, soaps, lotions, infused oils, and herbal body products. As natural beauty and traditional wellness products continue expanding, ingredients like calendula become more attractive. It fits neatly into that space. It is relatively easy to grow and works well for small farms. The main challenge is in careful harvesting and drying, because preserving the color and quality matters. But that extra work is part of what helps support the higher price. Calendula also gives growers options. It can be sold directly to makers and herbalists or turned into value-added products. That flexibility adds to its earning potential. Plant number 11 is Shiso, a culinary herb with strong demand in Asian food markets. Also called Perilla frutescens, Shiso is highly prized in Japanese and Korean cuisine, and it can sell for $20 to $50 per pound to the right buyers. Its flavor is complex, fresh, and difficult to replace. It shows up in sushi, pickles, wraps, garnishes, and plenty of other dishes. As more people explore Asian cuisine, chefs and adventurous home cooks are looking for ingredients that feel authentic, and Shiso is one of them. The problem is that it can still be hard to find outside specialty stores. That creates an opening for local growers who can supply restaurants and niche markets with fresh, high-quality product. Shiso is a good reminder that food trends often start small, and those early opportunities can become very profitable for growers who move at the right time. Plant number 12 is culantro, a crop many people confuse with cilantro even though it plays a very different role. Culantro has a stronger flavor and is essential in many Latin American and Asian dishes. It usually sells for $15 to $30 per pound. You will find it in foods like fio, curries, recado, sofrito, and many other traditional recipes, yet it is still absent from many ordinary grocery stores. That means buyers who want it often have trouble finding it. And that is where the opportunity comes in. When demand is culturally strong but mainstream supply is weak, growers can often charge premium prices. Culantro prefers warm, protected growing conditions, and for the right producer, it can serve a loyal market that is still underserved. Not every crop needs mass appeal. Sometimes a dedicated niche is more than enough. Plant number 13 is Fenugreek, a crop that reaches both food buyers and wellness customers. That dual purpose is what makes it so interesting. Fenugreek is versatile, useful, and generally sells for $15 to $30 per pound. Its seeds and its maple-like flavor are common in Indian, Middle Eastern, and Ethiopian cooking. At the same time, supplement buyers look for it because of its connection to blood sugar support and other wellness uses. It is an annual, relatively easy to grow, and it stores and ships well. Just as important, it can be marketed to more than one type of customer. That reduces dependence on a single sales channel. Any plant with built-in market diversity deserves a serious look, and Fenugreek definitely fits that description. Plant number 14 is catnip, which may be one of the most underestimated crops on the list. A lot of people hear catnip and immediately laugh, and that is part of why it gets overlooked. But premium catnip can sell for $30 to $60 per pound, and the pet market is massive. High-quality organic catnip is a completely different product from the cheap stuffed cat toys people usually picture. Pet owners are often willing to spend more when they believe they are buying something better for animals they see as family. Catnip is easy to grow, perennial, and fast to establish. It can move through pet stores, natural pet brands, specialty retailers, and direct-to-consumer sales. As the premium pet category keeps growing, catnip starts to look less like a joke and more like a serious small-scale crop. Products tied to emotional buying can be surprisingly powerful. By now, the pattern is clear. The most profitable crops are often the ones most people overlook. These plants stand out because demand is strong, supply is limited, and quality matters. That is where small growers can win. It is usually not about competing in crowded commodity markets. It is about choosing the right niche and serving it well. And the good news is that many of these crops do not need a lot of land. Some grow well on small plots, in greenhouses, or in intensive systems. What matters most is having the right crop and the right market. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share which plant interested you most. Thanks for watching Herbal Homestead. I'll see you in the next video.